All right, I'm ready.
Tracy, what were they able to do so well running the ball in the first half compared to the second half? What did you guys do to change?
It just coming down to they weren't running a little counter, a little bit more pullers than what we were expecting. We weren't playing quite downhill enough. And we finally got it back. I thought, we got a little momentum, and then the two takeaways, and then they on the short field, and it's hard to stop people on the short field. And but got in halftime. I mean, I thought with a minute left there, just having the two turnovers, we need to get in the locker room and regroup, and so we did, and thought we competed well in the second half. Defense gave us a chance in the second half, and needed to make a few more plays. But in the second quarter, with the turnovers and not stopping them on the short field, where we just got too much separation in there against a good football team, couldn't get back in the game.
Tracy, how do you assess the losing the axe and finishing 5-7 this year?
Well, I mean, there's always two ways to look at it. People on the outside, you don't go to a bowl, so you're not very good and had a bad year, and that's their right to say that. And on the inside is that injuries and all that are part of the game, and you can't use an excuse. But it is a year that which we've had a lot of kids miss multiple games, not just a game here or there. And I think we're moving in the right direction. And obviously, wins and loss wise, it's a step back. But I feel like we've got good kids coming back. Those seniors have done a tremendous amount. It's a hell of a lot better place today than what it was when we got here. But we do have some work to do, and I know that. And it's always disappointing to lose a trophy game. But again, I'm not going to fault the effort, and I just we'll be back. I mean, I believe that we'll have a great off season, and we'll be back and ready to compete.
You obviously, you mentioned all the factors that are out of your control this season, but that locker room is going to be pretty disappointed with just everything that unfolded this season.
I don't think so. Yeah, everybody's disappointed to go to a bowl game. I'm telling you what, those kids bust their ass, and they're all proud of each other. I thought our kids stuck up for our seniors. Our seniors deserved an effort like that in the second half and give us a chance. They didn't lay down and quit. And this is a tough ball game. It always is a tough ball game, and our kids didn't quit and competed. We just got a little bit too far behind and couldn't get caught up. So, no, there's we're all disappointed a little bit that we lost the ball game, but there's no way in that locker room that team's anywhere disappointed towards each other. So they're a hell of a group of kids and stuck together, and you think, and I'm proud as hell of the way the schedule we played and on the road and compete the teams we did. Yeah, we need to win a few more games. I understand that. But they fought their tail ends off, and that's a good football team in there. We just didn't quite win enough football games.
Tracy, it sounded during the week like Scott Ekpe was progressing. Just where were you guys at D-tackle? And
it's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's injuries are that's all in the other part. They told me on Thursday he couldn't go, so I don't ask questions. All right.
When you're going to Justin Carr, though, I mean he hadn't played D-tackle in a big spot all year.
But that's what we got, Joe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody gets down to where you get to your – I don't care how well you recruit either. Nobody has 5, 6, 7, 8 defensive tackles to play in there. You know what I'm saying? That's why those kids, when they go in there, they give us the best they got. And so it's what we have to end the season with, and I'm awfully proud of the way he competed. And so we need to get healthy. And the good thing is that none of those kids graduate. Really, they'll all be back once they get healthy. We just didn't get them back.
Hey, what did you do at halftime? You just shut them down in the second half with 3 points.
I told them they're a hell of a lot better than how they were playing in the first half. See, that's really what I told them, is that we need to pick it up and get downhill and get after people and quit catching. And, it's just, like I say, we got the momentum and got them stopped, and then all of a sudden we have 2 turnovers and couldn't get them stopped on those 2 drives. And like anything, I think we started to feel a little bit sorry for ourselves, and that's a good group of kids to compete, and that's why we didn't try to get some points here right before the half. We need to get in there and regroup and get our confidence back, and I think they came out in the second half and give us all they had.
Do you think there's any shot that you guys get in at 5-7?
I don't know. If there is, they can send me a message. All right. I mean, right now we got a senior banquet tomorrow. That's the very next priority for me. Those kids deserve all the credit in the world. We have our senior banquet tomorrow to honor them, and that's the only thing I'm thinking about now is that those kids get treated right, and we have a great day tomorrow to honor our seniors because they deserve it.
Like, you can't win a game with 5 turnovers.
Very true, Sid. Very true. I agree.
The offense did in passing and rushing today.
They struggled against a good defense. That's the way it goes, and we need to make a few more plays. And that you got a true. I talked about earlier in the week that we got a true freshman making the center calls, and with the 50 front and the pressures that they got to Mitch, and we had to throw the ball quicker than we wanted to throw it, and they controlled the line of scrimmage. So obviously not one of our best performances when you want to win against a team like Wisconsin. But again, I'm not going to fault the effort, and we go back to work.
Hayes and Lauer's decision to walk on senior day, did that come as a surprise to you at all, or was that something that had been talked about?
No, that's something. We give all those kids that choice. Once they have earned their degree and going into that, we sit and talk and let the kids do what they want and make a decision on that. So that was it was their decision and every right to do that.
Take one more for.
What do you need to get better on defense? What spot do you need to get better on defense overall? So even when the guys come back healthy, what area needs to be addressed the most, would you say?
Well, next year now, is that losing the corners that we got to do the corners. I mean, we lost Jalen Myers. So, we've struggled in nickel here the last few games because of the injury. We lost 2 of our best 3 safeties, and so that hurt us in that part. And up front, we'll be fine. We get those kids back, and so we'll shore up here the secondary. But we've redshirted some awfully good kids back there too, who will be able to help us. So I'm telling you, is the injury situation, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we're nowhere near the team that we and you should expect an injury here or there, but we've had a bunch of them, and that's why I'm so proud. Even the kids we put in there, they competed, and Brian's still not 100%, and he's out there fighting and doing all he can, and great group of kids. So we came up a little short, but I'm very proud of them, and we'll continue to go forward.